we have discussed about the OSI model and TCP/IP protocol. How does it works? What is three-way handshaking? What are different layers? What is the functionality of your different layers? Right. So today we are going to discuss more details about the lab part. Okay, let's do some. I think yesterday we had not completed one lab. So let me open one lab. I think this lab. So we have got a lot of lab, guys. You can see if you for the other batch. So these are the list of lab where you have done. You can see the all labs. You can open in your packet tracer. I will share this later. Okay, this is the lab like yesterday. I think we are not done yesterday. You can see these are the list of the task which I set. So first thing is I'm going to configure the IP addressing for the topology, configure the DHCP also we discuss, and how check the connectivity using the ping command and configuring the your telnet. Okay, so this is a very basic lab. So I'm going to explain many things today. So let me start the session. So what I'm going to do, so I will take one router here. Let's say I'll take ISR router. I will use the two routers and two switch. I will take some end user devices from both the sides and two laptops and one server. Okay, the connectivity, what I'm going to do, I will take the auto. Let's take this to this. Let me take this one, serial interface, which we are going to connect. See, there is no serial interface. So in your session, as you can see, so there is no serial interface. So what we can do, just click on the router. Okay, as you can see, make it zoom in of this router and put this drag inside this one module. Okay, then you on it. Okay, same thing for this router as well. I will show you once again. So make it off. Okay, drag inside on this router. That's it. So now we can see this is the serial cable.
It means between router to router, it has to be the serial interfaces to be connected.
Yes, yes.
Or we can use another type.
No, we can you can use optical fiber cable or LAN cable also. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, in this production in real time. So most of the organizations they use a serial cable because in the serial cable we can manage the bandwidth. Okay, so now we can see the serial interface. Can you see? So now I'm going to connect the serial interface. Now we can see there's a lot of cable inside. So we can see there's a lot of cable inside. So better to take the.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Between these two routers.
Yes.
Can we use the gigabyte interfaces to connect the two routers?
Yes, we can connect.
Okay, that's what I want to get. Okay.
No problem. Yeah. So now I'll take auto by pressing Control key and click here. So we can connect all these connection now.
Devices.
Yeah, all these devices we can connect via switch. Same thing this one. So let it make it drag this way. Okay, so this is my topology. So remember here. So here I'll be using the two different networks. The many things I want to explain today, guys. So this is the text box where I can write. Remember this, guys. So these two routers which are connected. So this is called your WAN link. And this is called your LAN link. And this is also, we'll call it as your LAN link. This we have to remember, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to configure the IP address for this. Which IP address will you use a class C IP address? So IP addressing next week I will explain IPv4 and IPv6. So 192.168. So I will say 1.1/24. And this network is different network. This is say 192.168.2.1/24. Means now you should understand. Okay. And one more network is this network. So this I will give 10.0.0.1. This is /8. And this is 2. Okay, this is the IP address for this interface. This is the IP address for this interface. Okay, so now you tell me what is the network ID here? The network ID for this is net ID. The network ID for this is 10.0.0.0/8. Remember, guys, what is the network ID for this? 192.168.
1.0/0/20.
Yeah. So what is the network ID for this?
2.0. 192.
Yes. What is this called?
Network ID.
Network ID.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is also your network ID. It's a very important topic, guys. So we have to pay some attention. I think another 3 guys has been joined. Very good. Welcome, guys. Juma Mubarak. Other guys, Ramudu. 3 people has been joined. It's great. Good. Okay. So let's continue. Now, guys, let me put some coloring, guys, so that you can understand better. To fill in the color, just click on this, fill the color. Okay, whichever the color you want, you can fill it. So let's say I will take is the blue, and this is one network. Remember, guys, this is one network, and this is another network. How many network are there here? Sarji, can you tell me how many network are there here?
3.
Yes, very good. They are the 3 network, right?
Yes.
So this is network 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay. Oh. So let's configure this. What is the first task? Is first assign the IP address as per the topology. This is the topology what we have designed, the network. Fine. So let's go to this router, go to CLI. So when you enter into the CLI, guys, when you enter into the CLI, so here it will ask you some basic questions. Would you like to enter the initial configuration? If you type yes, it will ask all the IP address, DNS, DHCP, all the data it will ask. As it is a new fresh router, so please you want to configure as per your requirement. So what I'm going to do, just press no. It will take you to the privilege mode. To enter into the user mode, enable. Okay. now you are in user mode. To check which are the interfaces are there, show IP interface brief. Here it will show you the, is it visible for you guys? Can you see all of you, right? Comments. If you want to make bigger also, no problem. I'll make it big. Guys, are you there?
Yeah, if you can make it bigger than that, it will be good also.
Yeah, I'll make it big, no problem. So apply and okay this. I'll make it 14. Let's see. I think it's loading some software, I guess. Let's see.
Okay,
That's
now we can see.
Yeah. Okay. So now I think now it is bigger, right? Fine. So first thing is understand. So which we have to give the IP address for this interface. As you can see, we have connected gigabytes to your switch. This is your LAN. So this is your LAN. So where you can connect your switch. First thing is we should give the IP address for that. So go to configuration terminal. Just enter into your configuration terminals. Configure terminal or config T. We can give the short form also. No issues. So go to configure terminal. Interface gigabytes 0/0/0. Press enter. Then give the IP address. So what is IP address I must give here? The IP address what I have given? 192.1.1. So what could be the subnet mask? 255.255.0. So remember, for all the Cisco devices, router, okay, by default, all the interfaces will be in the down state. We should give no shutdown. Then only we can see the interface is coming up. As we can see on the screen, this interface is coming up. This also will come up. We can see it is became amber color. It will also become your green color now. Fine. Fine. So now we have done with the giving the IP address for these things. Okay, so next task, what is asking us to configure? The second task is to configure your DHCP. So how do we configure the DHCP? So let me explain what is the DHCP before I jump for the lab. Okay, the DHCP is nothing but your dynamic host configuration protocol. So DHCP works based on your DORA process. Okay, what is DORA?
Discover,
Discover,
offer, request,
request,
and acknowledge.
acknowledge.
Acknowledge it. Okay.
How does it works is, okay, so DORA process is very simple to understand. So example, this is your computers, okay, and this is your server and this is your router. Okay, this is your server and this is your router. See, first understand, to configure the DHCP, recommended is to configure on the server, not on the router. It is recommended by Cisco. You just configure DHCP in your organization. So better to configure in the server side, because as you know, your router is very slow compared to your server. Because whenever any PC requested, okay, it will send the ARP request. Which request? ARP request it will send. Means please give me the IP address. So what it does means it will try to discover first time, then it will offer the IP address, whichever what you have configured, maybe your class A IP addressing scheme, your class B or class C, whichever you have configured on the server. Okay, then again it will request, please give me the IP address. Okay, fine. This is your IP address, some IP address. Example 192.168, like 1.10. Some IP address it will give. Same thing for the router also. Client will request for the router. Okay, again, it will try to discover. Okay, he will send the ARP request here. So please, this guy will offer something. It will offer the request. So you want the IP address? Yes, I want the IP address. So it will give some IP address to the client. This is called a DORA process. Same function, but as per the this one recommended is better to configure on the server side. But in our lab, okay, I will teach you both how to configure it in the server as well as on the router. Okay, so I'll explain both. Okay, so let's do that. First, I'll configure from in the router. Okay, so in the router, so how I can able to configure? So IP DSCP, okay, pull, okay, and we can give the pull name. Say example. Security department. It will enter into the DSCP pool now. So which network? 192.168 1.0 network. What is the subnet mask? 255.255.255.0. Okay. Then default router ID is, remember, default router IP address is your router IP address. What is the router IP address? 192.168 1.1. So optional, if you want to give the DNS IP address, DNS, right? You know, right? Domain name services, because for every organization, better to give the for your company website, they will be having one IP address. That IP address we can give here, or else we can give for your Google IP address. That's it. Okay, now exit, EXIT exit. Now exclude this IP address. IP DSCP, exclude router IP address. What does it mean? Means don't issue this IP address for your laptop server. Okay, these are many. Now we'll check. Now DSCP configuration is done from the router. Right now I have configured DSCP in your router. Okay, then I'll show you how to configure DSCP configuration in your server. Okay, let's go to this PC, desktop, IP configurations, request for DSCP. So request IP address. It will send the ARP message. As you can see, DSCP request successful. He has got the IP address. Can you see? 1.2 automatically. And subnet mask automatically got default gateway is 1.1. DNS server IP address is 8.8.8. Understood, right, all of you? Yeah. Same thing for this PC, desktop, IP configurations, DSCP. Now 1.3. So automatically is giving the IP address. Same thing for other laptop. So it's getting automatic IP address, right? Even for the server, it's also same. Request for DSCP request is requesting to the router now. Fine. So all they got the IP address now. Now go to the router. So as you can see right now, press type N. It will come to the router mode. Show IP interface brief. DRIF. Okay, so you can see we have given the IP address for the router. So now we can see for a serial which is connected to other routers, still we have not given the IP address. But means I'm talking about this interface. This is still down. Can you see? Still it is down. Okay, let's give this IP address. So go to global configuration mode. Let's give this some router name. Say example, this is ISP router. ISP router 1. So now what I'm going to do, so interface serial 0/1/0, give the IP address. Say, what is IP address? We should give 10.0.0.1. So what is the subnet mask for this? What is the subnet mask for these guys?
255.
255?
255.
No.
25.255. For
No. Anybody?
0.0.00 is a
Yes.
class A
0.0.
IP. Yeah,
Yes.
it's class A IPS.
Yes. This is the class A IP address I have given. Okay. For
Yes.
IP addressing, I will tell you next week. I'll teach you guys. Don't worry. Fine. So now we can see, guys, one important things here. We should give the clock rate here, because as it is a serial interface we have connected. So which are the range we can give the clock rate? So clock rate is nothing but we can control the bandwidth of your link. So example, I think in the internet, okay, every ISP people, they will give the bandwidth. So example, 10 Mbps, 20 Mbps, okay, 50, 100, 200, 300, right? Mbps. So this can be managed in the your serial cable. So how we can give? By default, we can give around, I'll give 64,000. 64,000 I'll give, as we can see. So here I mentioned we can give this range only. Okay. Now this is done now. So we can give no shutdown. See, still it is down. You know why? Still it is down. Even though I have given no shutdown also, it is down. Means we should give IP address for other interface as well. Then these two interface will be up. Okay, let's go to the other router. Go to CLI. As it's a fresh router, press no here. Enable. So go to global configuration mode, interface serial 0/1/0 and give the IP address. What is the IP address? We should give here 10.0.0.2 and give the subnet mask. Okay. If the moment I have given no shutdown, just see the magic here, the guys. We can see on the topology. Just see here. These two interface will come up now. If I press enter now. Can you see, right? Can you see? Now it is up.
Yes.
Green color. Now it is showing up. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So now just we have given the IP address for this. No.
And here we don't have to use the clock rate. The clock rate is only on one side.
Yes,
or in
only
both
one
sides.
side. One side. So how to check the clock rate? So let me view this host name, and this is security router 2. Okay. So how to check which is the clock rate? We can see show interface serial 0/1/0. We can see, remember always how to check where we have to give the clock rate. So as you can see here, the MTU means maximum transmission unit. This is the bandwidth. BW means bandwidth, kilobytes. Okay. As you can see here, show controller, not this command. I'll show you this. Show controller serial 0/1/0. Fine. So here we can see, remember guys, this is DTE interface. Now you tell me what is DTE interface? Okay, data terminal equipment. Your data terminal equipment. That is DTE. We cannot give the clock rate here because
Why?
clock rate can be already detected from this router.
Okay, okay.
Why? So you ask me why we should not give, because for example, as I told you that this is the ISP router. Okay, this is your some company, XYZ company. So they paid some money to the ISP. I want 500 Mbps speed. Means they will set the clock rate bandwidth. Means what they will do, they will connect the this terminal, will call it as your DCE interface, means data communication equipment. This is the DCE interface. This is your DTE interface. Understood? Remember guys, this is quite very important to control the bandwidth, because that's the reason in internet people, they are making money. How much money you pay, that much of speed bandwidth they will give.
Okay, now suppose our ISP he's giving us maybe 300,000 Mbps. And if we set the clock rate to 9,000, what will be the problem?
You must have that much of bandwidth. We should check whether your ISP has got the capability to give that much of bandwidth. We should check the cable. We should know that your devices are capable to give that much of clock rate. Then we can give. Okay. Now the command is very simple, guys. As we can see here, the command is show controller serial interface. Same command, if you type here, okay, we can see the DC interface right here. Now we check for this router. Use the same command. Let's see what does it show. Show controller serial 0/1/0. We can see this guy is showing what? DCE interface. The clock rate what we have said, 64,000. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so let's come for this router now. So now here what we should configure? Configure to the LAN interface. Go to global configuration mode, interface, gigabytes 0/0/0. And what is the IP address here? 192.168.2.1. Correct? Correct or no, man? Is it correct, right?
Okay.
Then give the subnet mask and give node shutdown. As you can see, now interfaces is up now. You can see this interface is up. I have given the IP address for this. This is the IP address what I give. Now this interface is up now. Okay. So now we can see in the other router. Okay. So here we have configured the DHCP in this router. Okay. This is your router 1 and this is your router 2. So here also I should get the IP address, right? This all people, they should get the IP address to communicate to the router, right? So how we can do? So now this time I'm going to configure the DHCP in your server. In your server, I'm going to configure the DHCP, not on the router. Let's do that. So I'll go to the router now.
To the server.
Yeah. I'm going to the server now. So let's give the IP address for the server first. So 192.168, I'll give 1.2. And gateway is, sorry, 1 dot, not 1.2.
20.
Yeah, so
20.
we should
20
give
or
2.2.
Okay.
192.168, this is 2.1 is a gateway. So if you have DNS, we can give 8.8.8.8. That is a Google one.
DNS. Okay.
Okay. Now DSCP, because in the DSCP configurations in the Microsoft server is different. Here also slide same, almost all same. So go to services, go to DSCP, just on the service. So give the gateway. So what is the gateway? 192.168, 2.1. Okay. DNS, we can give the optional, or else we can give 8.8.8.8, same. Okay. And starting IP address from where do you want? We can start IP address from 10 also. No problem. Okay. Then subnet mask is same. How many IP address you want? I think we have only 5 computers, right? We can use 10. 10 is enough, right? Yeah. After this, just click on save. Okay. That's it.
Okay.
So now we can see, go to this end user device. Now check the DSCP. See, DSCP successful 2.10. Start from 2.10.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing for this PC. So 2.11. And this is 2.12. Okay, this is 2.30. Fine. So this is the configuration. So now you check the connectivity. So now I'll ask some questions. Can this PC can able to communicate this router, this all PCs?
Yeah. Yes.
Why? Why it will communicate? How?
They can communicate as first of all, the router is directly connected to the network,
Yes,
and
very
it
good.
has some IP address. We have configured the IP address from the interface gigabyte 0/0/1. The IP address is already configured, and
Yes.
also there is a DHCP server inside the router that has given to all the PCs that are in the network that they have. It has given them an IP address.
Yes, very good. So let's check this one. Okay, I'll go to this first PC. Say this laptop I will go. I'll go to command. First check what is IP address, config T. So we can check IP address. This is 1.2. Ping to the router IP address 192.168.1.1. Okay, so I'm getting the reply. Right?
Yeah.
Same thing for other from this laptop. So ping 192.168.1.1. Yeah, so I have got the communication. No problem. Okay, so now you tell me, can this laptop can communicate to this PC?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, it will not communicate. To communicate them, we must use the routing protocol. Okay, that is your static routing, your dynamic routing, default routing. Okay, that is your EIGRP. Okay, that is your RIP, OSPF. Then we'll also discuss the BGP. Okay, so this all routing protocol we can configure, then only they can able to communicate with a different network. So these are the routing protocol we shall discuss in coming training. Still a lot of topic, guys. You have to pay a lot of attention because CCNA is not an easy course. Okay, you should focus, we should study, we should do practice every day. Fine. So now next is I am going to explain you. Next task is what? We have done the ping, right? Connectivity is done now. Now we have to do the telnet configuration. Now, what is a telnet? So the telnet port number is 23, right? What is a telnet? To access the devices. So example, you are the network admin. You want to access this router through your telnet. Fine. So how I can able to configure this is very simple command. So I'll go to this router one and go to global configuration mode. So create one user. Okay, so example, I'll give my name. Okay, I'll give this one a privilege level 15. If you talk about the privilege, means I will give all the privilege as it is a simulator because it is not the real devices. So I'll give all authentication. Now I'll give the password. Password I will give Cisco 123. Just I have created one user. Now I will going to configure your telnet. Okay, how to configure line VTY. VTY means virtual terminal. 0 to 4 lines means I will give the 5 user to access. Okay, and next thing is password. Same I will give Cisco 123. Then login local. Only I will give authentication only for the local user. That's it. So how to save these configurations? So copy running configuration to startup configuration. It has been saved. Or else we can use short command that is just write. It will save the configuration. Now I will go to this router. I will go to the command line. I say telnet to the router 192.168.1.1. As you can see, username. What is the username I have given? Taj, right? What is the password? What is the password I have given?
Cisco 123.
Yes, Cisco 123.
Okay,
Can you
next
see?
time I will let them answer so that they can participate also.
Yes, man. Only you are answering. I think other guys, I don't know. Guys, are you there, all of you, or are people are sleeping? Okay, so we can see now we can able to access your routers. You can give the command show IP interface brief. Can you see? I can able to access the router. I can configure from here also. Right. So if you are global configuration, show IP short form brief. You can use this command. Just exit. Again, exit means it will come to your.
Can you? I have missed one step. Okay, from here, how you did? How you did? You write telnet.
Yes, I'll use the command. No problem. Telnet 192. That is your router IP address.
Yeah, with the IP address of the router.
Yes, and give the username what we have given there. I given my name and password is Cisco 123. That's it.
Okay, and you can make the necessary configurations.
Yes, same thing. You can access from any one PC. Say example this PC. So telnet. So 192.168.1.1. What is the username? Taj. So password is Cisco 123. Say I can access
from the local network.
Yes. So even you can access from telnet. We can see this one more option here. You can access telnet from, where is the telnet? VPN, SSH, email, text. Yeah. So we can do the telnet from here. So right now it is SSH. I will take the telnet and just give the IP address. So 192.168.1.1. After this, just connect. Okay, it will ask you the username. So Taj Cisco 123. Taj Cisco 123. Okay, so like this also we can able to connect it. Fine. Understood, guys? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so I will take one laptop. Okay, I will connect it here. So here, as you know, I am not using this cable. I am using the console cable. This is the console cable. See, console cable, you should connect with the console and connect with the RS-232 interface. So remember, guys, whenever you connect, okay, whenever you connect this type of connectivity, because you know, this is your network admin. This is your network admin. Fine, because you know, we cannot give access for all these devices to directly access to the router. Only network admin can able to access your router, not these all guys. Because this is the LAN, right? Why they need to access the router? That's the reason all the configurations will be done only in your admin. See, it's to go to the admin. Okay. See, if you go on the command line, here also directly we can go, or else we can go directly to the terminal. No need to enter. See here. Can you see? Directly it has been accessed. Can you see? Show IP interface brief. Understood, guys? See, because you know, guys, if you go to the any data center, they will be having a lot of racks, right? So they will take the laptop, they will connect with the console cable. Have you seen the console cable, guys? Someone has been want to join. Have you seen the console cable, guys? So this is the console cable, guys. Can you see? This is DB9 connector to RJ45 or USB to RJ45. Can see. This is the console cable. When you connect this console cable, okay, so directly we can access your router, even switch also, even firewall also. Okay. Do you have any question now? Any questions?
My question is from the telnet in the LAN, all the pieces that will want to access to the router, they need a username and a password.
Yes, yes.
Why you say that we should not let it like that, so that all pieces from all pieces we can access, even though that there is a password to use?
Yeah, then we can create all the usernames. So example, I think I have created one user, right? So I'll create this time, I'll create this one. I'll create your name. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give the privilege password privilege level 15. Password I will give same Cisco 123, same password. Okay, so line VTY 0 to 4, same password I will give. Cisco
This 0 to 4 has some meaning, I think, isn't it?
Sorry?
Line VTY 4 to 0.
Yeah.
It means I can open 4 session, isn't it?
4 lines. 4 lines is open.
4 lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to this laptop now. See, now I'm going to do the telnet.
Okay.
Sergi, I think
Cisco 1, 2, 3.
still is not opening. Let me close and open. Let me go to other PC. Telnet 192.168 1.1. Sergi, password is Cisco 123. Right? I can able to access now. Even I can able to access Taj also. Okay. So remember, your telnet is not a secure communication. That's the reasons. So most of the organizations do not configure the telnet. So they will configure most of the things by SSH. SSH.
Oh, okay, noted.
Okay. Fine. So up to here, understood all of you? No. So I think you might know this is the physical topology. If you click on physical, okay, for the corporate, if you click on the rack, it will show you the how it look like in the rack. So these are the 2 servers, 2 switches, and 2 routers. These are the end user devices where we have got connected. This is, I think, a 24 port switch. So, and these are the cables like console cable. This is copper cable. This is copper. This is fiber. And you can see this is the phone line. This is the coaxial cable. You can see you can connect directly from here. And this is serial. And this is octal cable. IoT cables. And this is the USB. This is look like rack, guys, when you see this one. And what you can see, these are all your power cards, power supply. Understood, guys? Any question? If you want to check the connectivity, there's other option also. I'll tell you. You can use the PDU. You can check from this laptop to this laptop. You can see success. ICMP packet has been working now. Ping to this laptop to this server. Yes, we have connectivity. And this PC to server. Yes. And this laptop to this one. Let's check from this laptop to this laptop. Fail. Can you see here? It's fail.
Okay.
For that, we have to configure your routing protocol. That I will explain you next week.
Okay.
Fine. So what I'm going to do? So now I'll start the simulation. This next part of the session now. So here what I'm going to do. So I'm taking this from this PC to this server. Okay. Now still I have not started now. What I'm going to do, start. It send the packet here to switch. Switch what it does means it will check directly it's sending. I'll pause this now. Okay, I'll stop. Now I'll open this packet. You can see here, this is very important to understand here because when you work for any organizations, you should understand this better. You can see the packet has been moved to this PC to this server. So in the OSI model, we can see, okay, in the layer source IP address is 1.2. This guy's IP address is 1.2. Destination IP address is 1.6. Okay. So what kind of communication we are doing? We are doing ICMP. We are pinging, right? And type, this is nothing but a 8 time it has got communicated. So this is which layer? This is your network layer. That is layer 3. If you check in layer 2, this is your physical address of your PC. Okay. And for layer 1, which port is connected? For the port Ethernet 0. So this is the port Ethernet 0 from where the packet has been arrived. Okay. This is will call your inner layer. For the outer layer, so here what happens? The source will become destination will become source and source will become your destination. Yes, it will become reverse now. So now what I'm going to do, I will continue the packet now. See, now packet is moving now. It's moving back now. Again, it will reach to this PC. Now, I will stop here. Then I'll open now. Now it has got the communication now. I'll open this packet. Okay. The communication, the outer layer is done because it has received the acknowledgement. If you see the your inbound PDU, PDU means protocol data unit. So here we can see Ethernet. What is the Ethernet is talking about? He's talking about this Ethernet. Remember always it is working near layer 2, which is layer 2 data link layer. So preamble SFD, this is your destination MAC address. Destination MAC address of this server. Okay. Source MAC address is nothing but this PCI MAC address. These MAC address are available in your switch. Now IP. So in IP, what happened? This is your layer 3. That is your what is layer 3? Network layer.
Okay.
In network layer, what happens? The source is nothing but a 1.6, destination will become 1.2 because this guy has been replied. Now, if you come down, what kind of communication have you made? So what kind of communication we have done? We have done the ICMP protocol to check the connectivity. So checksum is available, sequence number 6, means 6 times we have done the communication. This is the data because if we are not send any data as it is only the PDU, protocol data unit. Understood, guys? I hope you understood, guys, all of you. Do you have any question now? Guys, do you have any question? No questions?
No.
No questions? Okay, I will save this. I will send you this file, guys. Okay, I will what are the command I have used it. Okay, I will export. Okay, I will save this. This is the basic lab 2. I will share you in the chat box. So in the chat box, guys, are you able to get the files?
Which one? From?
I will attach one file. Please check whether you can able to. Okay, let me share this all labs. Because I created one channel for you guys. I added this all, I think around almost 15 or 14 people. We can see on the screen. So check in the chat box. Did you able to receive these all files?
Okay, I think from Monday you have to check the people who are joining and send the information to them, not to all, isn't it?
Because I have created a channel. You can see the list of people, like almost 16,
Yeah.
17 people are there. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you check, Sarji, whether you received this file.
Okay, let me check.
Okay, let me stop this.
Not yet received.